we are live, I believe. Yes, hello everyone, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And we are actually watching the live chat, and I'm going to try my best to reward everybody with legacy tokens tonight. But we'll see how Fussbot does. But anyway, we are recording the, a live recap of the season finale of the X-Files. The episode is season 11, episode 10, titled My Struggle 4. This is one of those really interesting ones. Okay, we are live in the chat, and legacy tokens are being distributed to all of our active chatters during the live stream. Alright, so what do we talk about here? And Mary's in the chat. We will be
Hello, Mary.
saying hello to everyone who drops by tonight. This was I want to say it was a very fitting series finale until that very, very last scene. This was basically spoilers, just letting everybody know.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Turn away if you don't want to hear it.
Spoilers to the extreme tonight.
Hey, Josh. Josh is on.
Hey, Josh, welcome. I hope you watched this episode.
Because we're about to spoil the shit out of it.
If y'all aren't totally caught up on the X-Files all the way up to the newest episode, then y'all are
last chance to turn away.
Yeah.
Last chance.
Okay, now from here on, spoiler territory. So, yeah, this was actually a really good episode.
It was a good episode. It was.
This was a fitting end if they don't make any more. They've already said that.
Which I kind of hope they don't.
Well, they've already said Gillian Anderson is looking here. That bottle's leaking.
Oh, awesome! Thanks.
But they've already said that Gillian Anderson probably won't be back for another season. But they're already talking about making another season. It'll probably be at least 2 more years if they do it. Me personally, I think it's time to just not do any more.
Yeah.
I think this is it. We don't need any more. We're good. This is a fitting end. I would hate to see them screw it up. I was totally happy with this episode. So they spend the entire episode chasing down William, who is was Scully's baby back in the later seasons. Mm-hmm. He had like all those special like telekinetic powers and all that neat stuff. And so Mulder finally tracks him down. And keep in mind that they have revealed at the end of the first episode of this season that he's not actually biologically Mulder's. He is actually the product of like some genetic experimentation of Scully with the cigarette smoking man and alien DNA mixed, which is kind of weird.
It is weird.
Which I think
strange.
I didn't really care for how they did that, but whatever. I think the stakes would have been a lot higher if they would have clarified that he was actually Mulder's.
I mean, I guess if they mixed Mulder's DNA with alien and then.
Or maybe, they could have explained it to where, like, maybe she was like an alien DNA carrier or something. And
nah, that's lame. Nah.
I don't know.
I like the other one better.
But I wasn't, like, a huge fan of the whole cigarette smoking man angle. I think that was more shock value.
It was.
At the big cliffhanger at the end of that first episode.
It was, but in the end it paid off because, Mulder shot his ass.
Yeah, but
in the end it paid off.
Yeah. So that was a satisfying.
Yeah, that man needed to die a long time ago.
That man did die a long time ago, and for some reason they brought him back.
Oh, well, true.
I like the villain. You've seen the series, or what was supposed to be the series finale, where the little Tomahawk helicopter shot the missile in there, and it actually showed him burn all the way down to the skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it showed that. How in the hell he survived?
Maybe it was his double. I mean, he would have a double. Don't lie. Let's be real here.
I don't know, whatever.
Because he's a terrorist, really. He's a terrorist, so, and then most terrorists have doubles.
Yeah, but all the way down to the same look, the hole in the throat, smoking a cigarette and everything.
Well, you gotta have all of it, yeah.
Which, speaking of, he didn't have that.
No.
These seasons, so they still haven't.
Sarah's in the chat.
They still haven't tackled. Hey, Sarah.
With a lot of frogs.
I wish you could be here, Sarah.
She don't care about X-Files like
True.
we do.
If we end up getting loot, I'm assuming Sarah didn't get her loot crate today, so that was just wanting to make sure. But
well, if she got her loot crate today, you know, she would have told us.
I would have already heard about it. Yeah. So the big thing in this episode that really kind of got my attention was, you know, William had that neat little trick where he could appear differently to everybody. He impersonated Mulder a handful of times. You know, he could turn into monsters. Well, he didn't really turn into anything, but he could make people's minds see him as certain things. And, but then there was that part in the hotel where he just caused those people to explode.
That was fucking awesome.
Like, they moved in on him, and he just, like, pew, pew,
he was
pew.
like, get
and
down on the floor.
Yeah, they just exploded.
And Mulder did, and they just exploded everywhere. It was freaking awesome.
It was really sweet.
I watched that woman's head explode. That was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. So that lady, God, I can't remember her first name, Reyes, that's been running around with a cigarette smoking man for a while.
Yep.
She ended up getting killed on the other end of a gun by Skinner. Was Skinner alive? I'm assuming he was.
Yeah.
Because at the end, this woman and the cigarette smoking man are driving this car, like trying to run him over in an alley, and his car's parked over here, and they're driving towards him, and he's running in between them, and he like jumps down, and the car hits, but he's knocked unconscious apparently, because the smoking man didn't actually kill him. I guess he figured he was dead, but I'm gonna say Skinner's not dead. There's no way.
I don't think he's dead.
There's no way he's gonna go out like that.
Nah.
They try to make you.
Yeah, DeVasa said he was hungry for Burger King.
Dude, don't even get me started. If anybody, I will say, like, the elephant in the room, I will address it during our review. I did, like, and that's funny that he brings that up too. But, yeah, I actually was in a auto accident today, which sucked. And I actually don't feel 100% right now due to it. I don't know if I maybe bumped my head and didn't realize it. Or maybe it's just the shock of getting hit, or whatever.
It's the shock.
But, yeah, I, like, pulled into a turning lane, like, turning left into a turning lane, and another lady was on the other side of the road turning left. We didn't see each other until we had hit each other. And I was like, oh, dear God.
Neither one of y'all saw the other one coming.
So, yeah, I'm, like, sitting in the middle of a turning lane in a 4-lane road, cars passing by, and, police everywhere, and I was like, oh, Lord. But it wasn't anybody's fault. It was just one of those stupid things that happens. And so, but I'm okay for the most part. A little banged up, but I'm still good enough to watch X-Files and do a review, so here we are. But yeah, the episode's building up, and it was one of those ones, a really good storytelling device is when you show the end of the episode at the beginning. Like, the first part of that end. And then you're like, oh, this is how we got here. And then it's like 18 hours earlier, and then we finally catch up to the beginning of the episode at the end. And then they show how it ends. And the thing they've been teasing all week is, cigarette smoking man holding that gun on Mulder and pulling the trigger. Well, he did pull the trigger. He did shoot him in the head, killed him. Come to find out, it wasn't Mulder, it was William.
Yep.
And so William
was sad, but also really awesome because he got to tell him. He told him what he thought. he was like, the boy would rather die than go with you.
Yeah.
And that's how he was feeling anyway.
He did. He
You know?
was suicidal anyway. He was going around basically trying to die. He wanted to jump off a bridge. He wanted to do this or that. And cigarette smoking man shot him in the head, killed him. We thought it was Mulder for a split second, but as soon as he hit the water, I realized, holy crap, that was actually William. And, 10 seconds later,
Here comes Mulder.
here comes Mulder running. And
he shot his ass.
yeah, he shot cigarette smoking man like 4 times in the chest. And I'm hoping that I love the villain. I love the villain.
But maybe he's dead this time.
Maybe he's dead this time.
I don't know. Is he like Jason?
Maybe. But what we see at the very, very end of the episode is William comes up out of the freaking water. Bullet hole in his head. So...
Because he's a super alien.
Yeah, of course. We should have known that.
He's a super... when I saw that, I was like, I didn't see that coming, but I should have saw that coming.
Yeah.
Because he's a super alien.
Because I honestly thought that, okay, that was a fitting end. William's dead. No more worries. Mm-hmm. We also find out, Mulder's like, oh, if I'm not a father, what am I? And Scully's like...
says, I thought for sure it was Mulder first.
I did too for like a split second.
I was like, oh no. And then, okay.
Well, at the end, Scully reveals that she's pregnant. And...
I gotta say, I wasn't a fan of that.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Because, they had hooked up earlier in the season.
I know, but they're a little old.
Yeah,
be real.
She's got to be in her late 40s at this point.
And,
like late 40s.
And the way she talked about it, it's impossible. They're like, that's impossible.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but it's very rare, and who knows
there are an increasing number of women who are getting pregnant in their late 40s, early 50s now. It's not great.
It's not that big of a
no,
number.
no, never mind. I'm not even going to say it's not great. Whatever you want to do is your thing.
No, when you say it's not great, I think that's not a great number of women.
Oh, well.
Not a great number of women. It's
like one of those things
still,
that, a lot of doctors are like, hey, you probably don't need to do that,
because the health risks are very high, that's why.
Anything past mid-30s is considered,
yep,
in technical terms, a geriatric pregnancy. Mm-hmm. Anything past like 34 or 35.
Yeah.
And
who knows like her medical history or whatever, if she was even
she's
her
fairly
fertility
healthy.
As far as her fertility is concerned.
Yeah, whatever. But,
that was a little far-fetched.
Her and Mulder are both, I'm assuming, very healthy for their ages.
Well, I guess so one day is running around carrying on.
Yeah.
But
he was managed to keep up with a 17-year-old.
A 17-year-old super alien, mind you. So
he wasn't falling that far behind. But,
like I said, I wasn't a fan of that. I was like, really? I don't know.
But
they could have adopted.
Honest to God, I thought that it was a great ending until William popped up out of the water at the end. I would have been perfectly happy with the X-Files being done at that point. And then here he comes. He's back. So,
But that's a part of the mystery. That's a part of the X-Files, is leaving a little of it unknown.
Look, I'll go ahead and tell you. What's going to happen is if they can't get Mulder and Scully back, what's going to happen is they're going to make a spinoff about William on the run from the freaking feds.
And I'll probably watch it.
Using his powers and stuff.
Because I think that's cool.
That actually sounds almost like that, The Gifted that they're doing on Fox already with the X-Men characters. Maybe have William go into the X-Men universe.
I wish they would. But anyway, that's not going to happen. I ain't even going to get, excited yet. I don't even say what Sarah said.
That's along the lines of the Little Shop of Horrors comment.
TMI.
Yeah, I don't even want to know about all that.
TMI. She's the queen of TMI.
Go away, Sarah.
That's funny. Go away, Sarah.
Don't really go away. Just quit talking about things. Um,
Making Lonnie uncomfortable. That's my favorite.
you are. You're making me very uncomfortable.
That's my absolute favorite.
Um,
Is to make Lonnie uncomfortable. Anyway.
So Mulder and Scully both survived to the end. We don't know if they're going to be having a season 12 or not.
I kind of hope they don't, but
Yeah, I mean, me too. I mean,
I love the X-Files, but this is. I
they
feel bad.
look.
It's
They
like
had
the
such a great season.
Mm-hmm.
And we had two hiccups in this season. The season opener, which I wasn't really a big fan of,
Well, that was your.
and then the weird reverse aging cannibal group from last week. I was not a huge fan of that.
Ugh.
But we had 8 episodes out of 10 that were just.
Well, the first episode is just your opinion.
Yeah, I wasn't a real big fan of it. It felt too much like an action, you know.
It was really good.
But again, is it just me, or have they like almost skipped this whole world-ending pathogen story? Because wasn't William like the key to ending that? And we've still got this dormant pathogen ready to just.
Well, we don't have the dormant pathogen ready anymore because they killed the cigarette man. He was the one that's going to unleash it.
Did he not already?
No.
I thought that happened at like the end of last season.
No, it did. No. He didn't release that yet.
I could have swore that they already
He
had.
wanted to make sure he had the boy first before he released it.
Okay. Well, somebody
he's
somewhere.
the key to like saving. He's like the key to the antidote or whatever, and he wanted him for that purpose.
Okay. Whatever.
Oh,
But now I'm gonna give this episode. This was one of our 11 episodes. This is a really good episode.
Really? You're gonna give it 11?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
X-Files went out on top. I was very happy with it.
I mean, I'm gonna give it a 10, but I don't think it was an 11.
I do. It kept me going the whole time. Mm-hmm. And something about the I mean, I know this was done by design, but the timing of the commercial breaks couldn't have been better.
They were
because
really
I was
good.
like, no.
I know.
Please don't let this be the end.
I'll give her a shot.
I had like like I do during The Walking Dead, I had my phone on me. Okay, we still got 19 minutes. We're good.
Oh, I'm yawning.
But yeah, this episode was really great. I loved it. So you give it a 10?
Yeah, I give it a 10. I wasn't a fan of the whole Scully's pregnant.
The X-Files going forward. Okay, let's say by chance.
I'm not done talking. Can I finish? Okay, I wasn't a fan of that. I mean, it was neat to see William come back, and it made sense, but I still wasn't a fan of it.
Oh, you mean at the end?
Yeah.
The very end? Okay. I thought you meant like for the episode as a whole.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
the
wait a
episode
minute.
as a whole. Absolutely, honey. No, just at the end where he popped up out of the water.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I just wasn't a fan of it. I'd preferred it better. I think it would have been a more tragic ending if he had stayed dead. But it is what it is.
it would have been. It would have been the perfect end.
And
But they brought him back because they want to do more episodes, regardless of who's here. They want to do more.
I mean, if he wants to join the X-Men, I'd be a fan.
I don't think that'll happen. But they actually did
know.
have an X-Men reference.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he say something to like the truck driver or something?
The truck driver said like them X-Men.
Yeah.
Because he was telling the truck driver straight up.
Yeah. And it's funny because, X-Men right now is a Fox property. Well, it'll always be a Fox property because Fox is, I mean, technically, eventually, Disney is going to own the X-Files. Right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Did they buy Fox? Was that?
I mean, we're getting into it anyway. Matter of fact, right now while we're doing this, because this is relevant to the X-Files, let's look and see what the Disney Fox deal looks like right now. Google is our friend.
Always.
Let's see here. What the heck's going on here? Okay, so basically what has happened is it's kind of been complicated now because Fox was getting ready to buy British satellite broadcaster Sky. Like Disney's buying Fox, Fox was buying Sky. But then Comcast jumped in and outbid Fox to buy Sky. So now it looks like Disney was wanting Sky in the Fox deal, but now they might not get it.
Ah.
I don't think that'll be a make or break. But Disney was going to purchase key entertainment assets from 21st Century Fox for $52.4 billion. Dang, ain't that how much Marvel movies make in 1 year? No, not really. The deal included the purchase of 20th Century Fox film studio and TV studio, along with Fox Searchlight, the FX National Geographic channels, and Fox's regional sports networks. Disney also gained a 39% stake in UK satellite television provider Sky, and that's where the new complication comes in. So that was courtesy of slashfilm.com. Just a nice little tidbit of knowledge. Dang it, Nick. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Can't talk on the phone.
Well, let's wrap this and maybe we'll call him back.
But anyway, yeah, this
X-Files, it was good.
It was really good. So this is it for the X-Files, at least for a year or two.
If they even bring it back.
They're talking like if it comes back, it'll be at least 2020. It's typically a 2-year break between seasons. That's what it's been so far. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if they bring it back, if they don't,
oh well.
If they do bring it back, I'll be excited for it again. Mm-hmm. But I'm good with them leaving it because this was a good ending.
It was.
It was good.
It was really good.
I mean, at the very least, maybe do one more movie and wrap everything up there.
I guess. Oh no. I don't know about all that.
I will say Mulder and Scully are done with the FBI at this point.
I guess they are.
That was another thing because old Kirsch, the thorn in their side since dang near season 2 or 3, basically said he wanted their badges. So he's talking like they're completely done because they've gone public.
We're closing the X-Files.
And I think any chance they had went out the window when, like, about halfway through the episode, like, it showed that footage of Mulder running across out of the hotel and the dude on the internet conspiracy shows, like, this is our source right here running from the hotel.
No.
That was
They're
it.
calling it fake news.
Yeah. Dear God.
That was pretty funny.
That was.
That was pretty
That was one interesting little plot point that we forgot to mention that I wanted to throw in there before we exited. But keep in mind that beginning, I think we're going to start doing them live Sunday night, Westworld. Because we're going to start doing Westworld on Sunday night. We're going to start doing Westworld on Wednesday night. We're trying to catch up before the April 25th Season 2 premiere. So we're going to start doing them live on Wednesday night and Sunday night. We were recording on Sunday nights and then posting them later. But speaking of, I don't think I've posted this past Sunday night's review yet.
You haven't.
Well, I'm about to. All right. So anyway, every Wednesday night and Sunday night from now on, Westworld reviews. Sunday night also at 10 o'clock-ish. The Spoiling Dead, our Walking Dead review show. Live. All the stuff's live. We're a live network.
Live. It's live.
Like 99.9% of the stuff we do is live. Because I don't have time to mess around with editing and all that stuff. And
it makes for better video.
People like it for a better video when we can talk to people in the stream and, on the chat and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, everybody have a good rest of the night. This has been it for our X-Files reviews. This is season 11, episode 10, called My Struggle 4, which I guess there was a My Struggle 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I guess.
I'll have to go back and look. But anyway, hope everybody has a good rest of the night. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. Thanks for watching our series of X-Files reviews. We've done every one this season. Maybe one day we'll get around to doing the old ones. But we'll see everybody tomorrow night, live 6 p.m. Myself and Lindsay will be doing the UNN Live, 6 p.m. Eastern, live from Infinity Flux, our sponsor. I'll be getting a couple of comic books. Can't wait to see you there. See everybody tomorrow night. Everybody have a good rest of the night. Be safe.